I swear. People never get tired of me, do they? Hello everybody. My name is Sleepy Plays, and you know, the PB is something I'm doing. Hi. Hi. Scrolling on the screen right now is today's date and the games that we're going to be looking through. Should be pretty fun. We have Primetime's number 3, Vancouver versus Providence, and Primetime number 4, Seattle versus Buffalo. Actually, Buffalo is pretty interesting to me. I voted, like, in my own predictions, I voted against them. And it'd be nice to... I guess see them lose. But also I wanna be as neutral as possible. There we go. I want to be as neutral as possible with my commentary, so it's a meme, don't worry. Okay. Leak, no leak. Interesting. I mean, fair enough. I hope in the playback this music doesn't actually play, because I took time to set it up, and then if it just starts playing, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But it shouldn't. That's the thing. It shouldn't. Coconut Mall. Holy... Coconut Mall. I almost let it slip there. Anyways, since I'm live right now, here we are. I should probably go to World Scores. Some pretty good performances for these individuals up here. However, this is May 7th. We are going to May 8th. And that means finishing today, saving just before everything happens, and double checking my stream thing. Okay, we have a minors game to look at actually. Interesting. I forgot we cover the minors and the majors. Also, hello everybody. Arya maybe question mark. Why is Arya maybe question mark in the title? I just realized. Get rid of Arya maybe question mark. There is no Arya. She would have sent it out by now. I'm gonna pause the music, and I'm going to... Where is everything? There's everything. Thank you. Alright, so... I guess, without further ado, let's, yeah, let's get it going. It should be a fun game between, two minors teams. If not, then, hey, we have BNN for a reason. Right? Fix to know if Ari was joining today. No worries. Where is? Here is. Alright. I don't know if you can start another prediction while the meme prediction is up, but if you want to start a prediction while I yap, you go ahead. If you want me to go straight into it, you can tell me that as well. Just, yeah. So, I'm gonna yap anyways. Kansas City versus Florida, two teams that are pretty interesting to me. I haven't seen much, to be fair, of the minors league. I haven't really been tuning into the streams because I've been like flying, and then I was in Prague, and then I came to where I am right now. I'm pretty sure this is too small of a place to not dox everyone. But yeah, so I haven't really had the time to check out the PB streams, but uh from what I can remember of their rosters, I kind of like Kansas City's. Actually, I can just read them. I can just read out right now, right? Kansas City's lineup is looking pretty decent. I mean, OPS and AVG's pretty decently high. Average is pretty decently high for minors league game. I expect more of like the eighth and ninth, and then a bit of like, I guess to be fair, these are minors league players. No one quite hot, no one quite cold yet, unless you look at Florida, who has their leadoff hitter Dan Thunder being cold right now. Outside of him, everyone going down the lineup has a everyone past the third hitter has a pretty good hit record. I mean, similar to the other side, to these 7, 8, and 9 hitters. You have one really good hitter and then two, I guess, decent enough hitters. And then on the pitching side of things, 3 games and no decisions for all of them for lefty Third Void and for lefty Miles Tremonti. 3 decisions in 3 games, so getting work done out there. 2 wins, 1 loss. And this should be a very fun little like fly ball striker. Not really a striker. I mean, considering the Ks per 9 on both sides under, 6. Anyways, enough yapping from me. Let me double check if BNN is on. No, it's not. BNN is not on, and I am not quick simming every single game. Everything else should be good though, right? I guess I should set this to very fast or super. I'll set it to super fast. No one wants to listen to me yap for too long, right? Default cam, are you gonna work for me? Or am I going to have to change you? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, there we go. Default cam is not going to work for me, actually. So I'm going to pause everything before I continue on. Yeah. Just making sure. Oh, action camera set to that. And then hide widgets during game action. And we should be good. Oh, or not. Oops. I just realized BNN isn't on as well. BNN, turn on. And Castellion up into center field as well to end the Kansas City run. I have to change something. Hold on. Where is it? We don't need weather bulb. We don't need the weather stats. Where's the weather stats? I should have done this beforehand. Oh no. I'm very slightly embarrassed. Hold on. Weather stats turn off. Oh god. Okay, lock widgets. Keep them there. Alright, and then pause between at bats, turn back off. And Sir Void gives up walk number 1, Dan Thunder getting on first base. Miles Phoenix second base. Hits that between second and short and advances runners. First and second for Pin Shoelace. Ignore everything being slow. I'm on a laptop. I know. How depressing. It's not gonna be super speed. Johnny Golden, after Shoelace has the first out, gets walk number 2, I think. Bases are loaded for Sean Spencer. Hits that one into left field. Scores 2 in that 2 RBI single. Lionel McScallywags swings and misses on that one. Swing and miss, strike 3. That'll be out number 2 for Darius Maxwell. Stepping up to the plate. Swings and hits that high and deep. And that's over the fence. 5 runs in the first inning on a full count as well for Darius Maxwell. Moonshot, number 8. We're already deep into the lineup, and that'll be strike and out number 3 on a swing and a miss as we go back to the Kansas City Hepcats with Super Creek batting up next. Super Creek desu! No, wait. I don't know how to say she's Super Creek. But Super Creek, hold up on first. Croker. Croker. Hits that one on a full count up into right field and gets on first. Martin Walker hits that into right field as well. Holding up on first, bases are loaded. Kupu on fire right now. Can he score this, or is this going to be a tragedy? A tragedy indeed it is, as it holds up, as it goes into first glove, I believe it was, right? Yep, Maxwell first glove. Nathan Abel watches that one fly by for strike 3 on the second out. Famir Tuk swings and hits that. It's a grounder. Safe and scores 1 for Kansas City. Late on the throw to the pitcher is Maxwell. Gandalf the Grey, top of the order for the Kansas City Hepcats, back up. And scores 3 on a triple. A nice one, too. The 3-run triple by Gandalf the Grey. Reddick up next. Jackpo Reddick. Swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 as we head over to the Florida Flamingos, bottom of the second. How can they answer back if they do? Ozzy Batty swings and it's unfortunately a grounder from shortstop to first base. Dan Thunder, top of the order for the Florida Flamingos. High and deep, not deep, high and deep into the infield technically, but it's handled by Gandalf. Miles Phoenix up next. Swings and hits that through the glove of third base and holds up on first. Peyton Shoelace up next for the Void. Gives up a run. Nope, never mind. Does not give up a run. I thought that was going to over the fence, but no, it was not. Oops. I probably shouldn't talk before action happens. Anyways, that'll be out number 3, Dominique Castillon. That'll be out number 1, Castillon. Not Castillon catching it, Phoenix catching it. Super Creek holds up on first after a nice bounce in center. Kif Croker swings and hits that. Error on the field. Oh. Thunder committing his second error today, or in the season, not today. Martin Walker goes for home. And he's out at home. Or not Martin Walker. Super Creek goes for home, and she's out at home. There you go. Josh Kupu out, and they'll end the Kansas City Hepcat run over to the Flamingos now. The Mingos still leading by 1 run. Still leading by 1 run. As Golden is out, Sean Spencer swings and hits that right into center field. Right field, and goes for the triple. He's safe, a triple for Spencer. 5 hits, 5 runs. Lionel McScallywags hits that belted over to first, and the pitcher with the out. Darius Maxwell at the plate now, yep. That'll be an out from second to first, a nice little quick throw. And that'll retire the side. Back over at the top of the 4th to the Kansas City Hepcats. Swing and a miss for Nathan Abel. Farmir Tuk, not Fathmir Tuk. Fathmir's an anime character, I think. Steps on plate, and that'll be out number 2 for the Hep Kitties. Gandalf the Grey, top of the order. Swings and misses. Nothing scored in the last 2 innings for the Hep Kitties. Nothing scored in the last 3 if the Flamingos don't actually score here. And Moonshot, swing and miss 0-2 on the first out. Aussie Batty hits that one deep, not deep, but drops in front of center field. Not center field, right field. Dan Thunder up next, top of the order. First base, Aussie Batty hits that up into left field. Castillion catches that one. Miles Phoenix, final out of this one. On the full count, gets the walk. Some nice eyes, some nice discipline. Peyton Shoelace up next. Shoelace watches that one flying by. Golden in the 2-out run. Is this Golden's time to be golden? Swing and a miss. No, it's not. However, that was a nice confidence booster for the Mingos, I'm sure. Hepcats. Jackpo Reddick. Swings and hits that right into left field. Peyton Shoelace catches that one. Damian Castillion up next, number 3 for the Hepcats. Hits that up high and into, I think that's the shortstop's glove. Yep, Dan Thunder hit with that grab. Super Creek up next. Hits that one high and deep, and that'll tie the game. Super Creek with the nice 421-foot home run. Kif Croker swings and hits that one over the second base, and that'll be out number 3. Hepcats with the home run to tie the game. Mingos need at least an answer back, but haven't gotten a score since the first. Are they able to get one here? Sean Spencer out number 1. Lionel McScallywags up next. Swings and hits with that one. Unable to beat out the throw. And out number 2, Darius Maxwell, first baseman, up here. Swings and hits that one over to shortstop, sends it over to first, and that'll be out number 3. No scores for 4 innings for the Mingos. Meanwhile, the Hepcats seem to be doing some damage. Josh Kupu, swing and miss on the 3-2. Nathan Abel hits that one, tapped into right field and caught by the right fielder. Final out, Fathmir took. Or is this going to be a home run hero moment? That is not going to be a home run hero moment. In fact, it's going to go into the foul ball territory. The catcher is going to be able to grab that one, and that ends that run for the Hepcats. The Mingos up next. Moonshot up here. Power going straight into the left field, as that is Dominic Castillion catching that one. Aussie Batty swings and hits that one. Grounder from shortstop over to first. Unable to capitalize on the hit, but also is fairly quick. Final out for Dan Thunder and the Mingos, or is this going to be a first base? This is going to be a first base. Holds up on first. Miles Phoenix up next. Can the Phoenix run the Hepcats for Miles? No, he cannot. Unfortunately, as soon as he gets on first, that'll be the end of the Mingo run this time. Kansas City and the Mingos still tied. That is a full count, and Gandalf the Grey, cocky, but gets rewarded, gets on first. Going for the steal, Gandalf the Grey with the steal. 18 stolen bases this season. Jackpo Reddick still up. Going for third! And we're seeing some nice 42 action here. Going for third, Jackpo Reddick still on bat. Out on first, Dominic Castillion up next. And that'll be walk. Yep, that'll be a walk. Runners on corners, Super Creek. And that'll be a double play! Double play from somewhere. Take me out to the ball game now, playing as the home fans arise to their feet. Florida's paying Shoelace up the middle and able to get on first. Not Jack Golden. Johnny Golden up next. Golden swings and hits that over into left or center field. God, I'm confusing my fielders. Sean Spencer, diving play, but Payne Shoelace advanced. Lionel McScallywags, chance to oh, and that'll be a walk. Never mind on that chance. Darius Maxwell instead. Chance to give the Mingos the lead back. And is able to? Is able to! Throwing error for the Hepcats! Mingo's up by 1 now again. Moonshot. First score in 5 innings, by the way. Moonshot walked. Ozzy Batty, chance of a lifetime here on 2 outs. And that'll be strike 3 on the full count. Unfortunate, but completely fair. It is baseball, not basketball. Not every role player can be the hometown hero. I guess to be fair, every role player can be a hometown hero, or a hero in general. As Kif Croker gets out on first base. Martin Walker up next. We have a Junior O'Callahan here. And that'll be a swung at a cutter and out. Out number 2 for Josh Kupu. Cooper swings and hits over to third base. Oh, unfortunate. From third to first and thrown out. No scores for the Hepcats, no damage done. Dan Thunder first in the order gets on first. Miles Phoenix swings and hits that one. And that'll be the Phoenix blazing a trail to first. Shoelace staring at the ball. And that drops in right field. Runners on corners. Johnny Golden. No outs. And that'll be out number 1 as score number 2, or as run number 2 is scored. Or run different number 2. 1 run scored, 2 runs in the last 2 innings. Sean Spencer swing and miss, runners on corners, Lionel McScallywags, final out, or a home run. Or just a normal at bat. First and second for Darius Maxwell, as that's run number 2 in this inning alone. That'll be a walk, Moonshot. Can the shot go to the moon, though? The shot goes high, but it does not go deep enough. Caught by the shortstop. Nathan Abel, swing and a miss. Faramir took. And that'll be a walk. Cutter on the outside, ball 4. On first now took. Gandalf the Grey. And that'll... Wait, what? Swing and a miss. Okay. Gandalf the Grey swings and misses. Reddick, that'll be fouled out on the fly. And your Florida Flamingos will be the winner this time. And now it's time for the rest of the things. Performances of the day for Les Shkoden, for Luis Jr., and for Loncho Lopez. 2 PBs and 1 minor league PB. 4 for 4, 2 home runs in the 9-5 loss versus Puerto Rico. Interesting. Anyways, Zazaki, the win, Mello Jr. with the loss, and Cameron Squires, your player of the game for Toronto, as the Pathfinders take the 8-3. On Vancouver's side, the Les Gooden 2-run home run bring the Sloths a 5-11 win, with Stover being the winner pitcher and the winning pitcher, and Golden being the player of the game, as we saw over here. Actually, no, that doesn't show player of. I mean, I'm sure it shows player of the game, right? New York stopped by a 12-3 performance by the Providence Crabs, as Peace gets the win. I think it's Willie Peace, Warren Peace. Who's Willie? There's a Willie that I'm thinking of. Willie Wacker. There we go. A Warren Peace. Adkins with the loss, Taylor Adkins, and Warren Peace gets the player of the game as well. So I'm assuming some excellent pitching over on the Buffalo Outer Banks side. Aviators a 5-6 or a 7-6 rally as Martino gets the win, Bear gets the loss, and Julio Ruiz Jr. the player of the game. Over on the Champions Conference, the Seattle Sea Serpents take the loss as the Rougarous go 5-2. Dash Jackson the win, DeVries the loss, Bernard the save, and Dash Jackson, of course, your player of the game. Death Valley downs Cancun as Martini gets the loss in a 4-2 game for Death Valley. It was John Whitman. John Whitman, the win and player of the game. Over in Detroit, right now, over in Lunar Base, on the moon, the Detroit Demons are able to take advantage with Arya Blue Sky, your winning pitcher and player of the game. The losing pitcher, Matt Hunter, boat 2-2 following a 2-1 win. Tugboat on the Nashville Stars, right? Yep. Tugboat on the Nashville Stars getting the player of the game and the win, with Chicken getting the loss. I think that's Calm Chicken. Yep, Calm Chicken getting the loss, and Vega the Third getting the save. In the minor leagues, we've already seen this one. Lopez excels, but the Ranas win as Luncha Lopez gets the player of the game. Healer with the win, Gorshal with the loss, and Mune with the save. Amarillo wins 5-4 in the win against the California Firehawks, with Fred getting the win, Callahan getting the loss, Beckham getting the save, and Park the player of the game. Louisville's efforts are not wasted, as 6-5 with the same number of hits proves that they can hit the ball just a little bit better than the Anchorage Wheelers, with King getting the win, Norpel getting the loss, Scam with the head getting the save, and Pony getting the player of the game. And finally, to round out the minor leagues, Sinclair getting the win, and Vumian von Stitcherson? No, wait. Yep, Vumian Stitcherson getting the player of the game in the Brew City's 10-run win, or 5-run win technically. 10-5 win over the State College Cliff Steeds. I forgot what I do, so I'm just in case. Actually, no. Actually, yeah? I have to double check if I have to double check with Dame that I'm doing things right. Because I don't want to mess this up because Arya's not here. Okay. The PB pusher tool. I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. Because, that would be really bad for the league. So first of all, of course, the first thing you do, save. Remember, kids, if you want to stream, first thing you do, save. Game settings, commission password. I'm not spoiling it. Database tools, export data to CSVs. And then I don't remember where my oh, here it is. Recap sender. That should work. Let's hope to hell that it does work. And they're sending. They are indeed sending. So, hey, if anyone doesn't get one, sorry. Or if anyone gets a repeat, sorry. I'm still new to the pusher. Actually, wait. If my team GM is in here, Bailey, did our what was it? Did we get a different game? I just need to make sure. I am going to continue though. Where is game world scores? Oops. Save again, just in case, of course. Or anyone else, really. Anyone else want to answer? Feel free. That'll be an off day. We end on the 16th. Yeah, okay. Push final LR. Okay, good. Yeah, make sure you get your predictions in. And then today is the 10th. I think that's a primetime day, yeah. Vancouver versus Providence. Just double checking. I believe there was something. Oh, wait. Shoot, you know what I forgot to read out? Stat info. Because I wasn't fully pinged. Zenbabris, Gnome Child, 600 runs, 600 RPS for Brian Train on the Indianapolis Apex, 700 stolen bases for Revan Shan, Sikul Montalban with 500 stolen bases, 300 stolen bases for Napoleon Solo, and Bazooka Slow. Congrats. To everyone with the base running stuff. 100 wins for Pedro Martini, 50 saves for Linky Schramm, 2,250 strikeouts for Andy Beans, 1,750 for Mac John, Holly Sheet, and Jimin Benico, 1,250 for Devir Rivado from the Death Eye Scorpions, 1,500 innings pitched for PKVS and Pedro Martini, and 1,000 innings pitched for Sniper King. Congrats to the pitchers as well. Possible milestones this sim: Outer Banks Aviators, Patrick Eschenbach, 1,000 hits, 3 away. Let me double check. Actually, let me double check on this one. Not, oops. I guess I can check here. Let's see, hits. Oh no, it would make better sense to check the thing itself, box score. Eschenbach, 2 hits, okay. Not quite there. 1 away though. For Alpha Nerd on the Detroit Demons, I'm going to be tracking these carefully. I'm sorry if it takes up time, but I really like tracking these because, you know, I'm not super. I guess I'm involved, but not super there sometimes. Let's see if anyone on up double. Nope. Still 1 away for Alpha Nerd. Pass on the Seattle Sea Serpents. Let's see Seattle. 5 away. What is this? Stolen bases. 4 away now for pass. Saves for Big Rooster and the Voyagers. Let's see where are the Voyagers. Oh no. Here they are. 50 saves, Big Rooster. No saves for Big Rooster just yet. And innings pitched for Iceman on the Providence Cat. Oh, I could just check, but Iceman's not up. So, move on to day. Hi, Lemonoppy. How you doing? God, my throat's gonna kill me after this. Anyways, Vancouver versus Providence, or Vancouver at Providence, actually. A game you don't want to miss, especially not if you've been paying attention to the last season. Grail Traveler is, I believe, officially a record holder for, what was it, hits? Or was it, ah, shit, what was it? Hits or average? No, I think average was the one he missed out on, and hits was the one he got. Right? Or am I wrong? Ah, whatever. Palazalewski as the backup to, or Palazalewski, Rachel Maramorda, and Hardyquake as the sort of, I guess, backups to that Grail Traveler season. And tonight we have a early season matchup of teams with inverse records and directions in the standings. The Providence Crabs are currently ranked second in the power ranks and have been the best in the league, and the best record in the league at 11-3. The Vancouver Vandals, on the other hand, sit at 3-11, and they're hoping to get things righted quickly before the season slips away from them. The Crabs' pitching has been really shining so far this year. They lead their conference both team ERA and strikeouts. The Vandals have not had a whole lot to cheer about this season, but they have been hot on the base paths, leading the conference right now in stolen bases. So it'll be what seems to be stacked versus up and coming, as the Vandals team is primarily looks like constructed of rookies and older veterans versus the Crabs, who are primarily, veterans, people who are deep into their league runs, some of them, and then a few rookies and newer players here and there. For pitching, 6.6 strikeouts versus 8.3 per nine. 1.47 whip for Hubert Malbec, though, versus a 1.16 for Andy Beans. So it should be interesting to see both these pitchers. All right, without further ado, let's get it going. Apologies if this takes 7 years and it sounds like an entire plane is trying to lift off. Oh, I forgot how to disable this. Alright. Shoot. Ah, well, I'll check later. Safe on the double for Jacques John Jr. First hit for the Vancouver Vandals. Jackson Love up next. Pause between at bats is on. Why is it on? Down. Hits that up high. I guess that's a little too low. And that's caught on the infield. Or by the infield. See, default cam. Okay, yep. Default's good. And Hrishikesh up next swings and hits that over to first, and that'll be out number 2. Jacques John Jr. advances one base on third. Pierre Phillip. Runner is scored as Pierre Phillip holds up on first. Atlas slugs next. And and safe. Eluding tag by after tag. Oh my god. However, Atlas slugs unable to get that past the right fielder, and that'll be out number 3 on the full count. Balozalewski swings and hits that right over the fence. Ooh, home run first inning. Grail Traveler up next, 0 home runs for him. And gonna be no hit this time. Rachel Morimura swings and hits that one, and drops into shortstop's glove. Hurricane, representing possibly your final out, or yep, final out. I was gonna say or the start of something more, but unfortunately, final out. 1-1 for both teams as Ashton Lansdale will get thrown out at first. D.B. Barnum up next at bat. He swings and hits that one over into center field, and that'll be out number 2 for Kell. Malcolm Kell. He swings and hits that one, and that'll be out number 3. 1, 2, 3, quick for the Providence Crabs. As JD Pence steps up to the plate. Hits that one into the gap, nice and deep, to right center field, and holds up on second. Seymour Baltz watches that one fly on by, and makes Mayfield. That'll be out number 2, unable to beat out the pitch, or unable to beat out the pitch, unable to beat out the throw. Boys chest back again. And that'll be a wild pitch, allowing the runner on second, JD Pence, to go to third. Can he capitalize on that? Oh, never mind! Unfortunately, not able to capitalize on it, but a throwing error by the pitcher. Advances Boys chest back again to second. Saejima, that'll be out number 2 for the Providence Crabs. Score 1 on an error, and the Vancouver Vandals will have jet fuel. Oh my god, jet fuel has jet fuel. And some pretty nice hitting skills. That drops into right field. Jax Jones Jr. up next. Jax Jones Jr., runner in second, and that'll be a walk issued by Dr. Hubert Malbec. Jackson Love hits that one deep into left field. And that'll be out number 2. Hrishikesh advancing the runners. Runners in scoring position for Pierre Phillip. Swings and hits that one into the gap, scoring both of them and getting on second himself. Atlas Slugs up next. Doing pretty poor for average, but hey, anything can happen. It's still early in the season. And that'll be up into catcher. The Providence Crabs have Palazluski, a home run from on the first inning. Out on the first hit. No, out on the third hit, sorry. Grail Traveler up next. Swings and misses. Rachel Morimura possibly representing the final out, or turn around. Nope, the final out, that's a swing and a miss. Rachel Morimura. Over to the Vancouver Vandals as Ashton Lansdale swings and hits that into shortstop's glove. And Saejima tosses that over to JD Pence. D.B. Barnum up to the plate now. Pence with the catch and out unassisted. Kell stepping up next. Watching that one fly by, and that'll be out number 3. On the, oh yeah, that makes sense. Out number 3. Hurricane, catcher, out on 1. JD Pence up next. Hits that one nice and deep. Almost DVD screensaver, then holds up on second. Seymour Baltz. Hello? Hello? There we go. And a balk is called. Taking third is Pence. That'll be out number 2. Miggs Mayfield taking up home plate, and that'll be walk number Or that'll be a walk on a full 4 count. Boy's just back again. Able to do something here. Nope, unfortunate. That'll be out number 3 for the Providence Crabs, despite the strong start. The Vancouver Vandals lead 1-2, or by 1 run, 3-2 right now. Jet Fuel unable to find anything, and Jacques Jean Jr. There we go. Jacques Jean Jr. up next. That'll be an unassisted out from JD Pants, as Jackson Love represents possibly your final out for the Vancouver Vandals, if I can press space. Ooh, that'll be out one. That'll be ball 1 on the full count. Hrishikesh. Contact and power. Oh, going for the steal. Love with the steal. We love to see Love getting steals. Anyways, Hrishikesh. Swings and hits it. Hits it nice and deep. Holding up on first, and adding to their lead is Vancouver. 4-2 now. Pierre Phillip swings and hits that one, but unfortunately that hit does not go past the left fielder. Running straight to it is Seymour Bolts. The Providence Crabs, 2 runs needed. Taiga Saejima up first, and that'll be a walk. Paulo Zalewski, home run in that first inning. Still holding on to that? Unfortunately not. That's a double play from the second to shortstop to first. Grail Traveler up next. And belted over as Jackson Love handles that one on the full count. Atlas Slugs currently having the ice cold symbol next to his name, and that ice cold streak will continue as the center fielder catches that one. Balta racing in, but it is handled by back again. Lansdale. The swing and a miss this time, and Barnum possibly representing. I guess I should stop saying those things. But still, last out, Barnum. I just kind of want to talk. I like talking a lot, and if I talk, it stops me from, doing the streamer slip-up that I'm known for. Rachel Morimura. That'll be a handling error in left field, I think. Yep, error. And error number 3 for Hrishikesh in the left field. On second is Morimura. Hurricane. Up next, 100 power, 90i. Wow. Unfortunately, 100 power isn't going to be enough to get him anywhere, but it's going to be more than enough to have Morimura step forward to third, and there'll be a walk. Runners on corners. Seymour Bolts. And tagged, 2 outs and 1 on in scoring position. Seymour Bolts, that'll be out number 3 on the strike in the full count. Keeping everyone on their toes. Malcolm Kelvo swings and hits that one, and that'll be handled by, that rolling ball will be handled by Mayfield. Jet fuel. Does he have enough jet fuel to fuel his way to another base? No, he's not. Unfortunate. Out number 2, Jacques Jean Jr. Swings hits that one, and that'll be JD Pants handling that pretty easily as Jacques Jean Jr. is retired. Oh, Skuma-Kun is out now, and on the 2-pitch strikeout. And a 2-pitch strikeout for Miggs Mayfield, yeah. Boy's just back again, swings and hits that one. That'll drop into center field. On first right now, Taiga Saejima up at the plate. Going for the steal, and Boy's just back again. 8 for 11 in steals this season, interesting. As he picks up his 8. And that sails into center fielder's glove. Balazlewski hits that high, not quite deep. Side is retired. Vancouver and Providence have been battling it out. Jackson Love taps that one over to second and is out on first. Hrishikesh Watches that one fly on by for out number 2 and strike number 3. Pierre Philip swings, hits over to right field, handled by Grail Traveler, barely having to move. Speaking of, Traveler is going to be swinging here, and that'll be dropped in an attempted diving play. Unfortunately, not quite good enough. Pulling up on first, though. And is that going to be a double play? That's going to be a double play from 3-2-1. Hurricane up next. 100 power isn't going to... is deceiving. Not quite a home run. Not quite going to be a home run. Going to be tapped over to I forgot who. Atlas Slugs, your designated hitter, is not doing hitting things properly. I'm sorry. That's not meant to be said in the bad way, I promise. I'm just trying to be funny here. Lansdell swings and hits that one, tapped over the shortstop. Holds up on first, DB Barnum. 1 out, 1 on. Taps that double play, retires both base runner Lansdell and hitter Barnum. The Providence Crabs, JD Pants, is up next. And holds up on first. Interesting, into center fielder's glove. Not quite able to throw it far enough, unfortunately. Into the gap, Seymour Bolts holds up on... Nope, never mind. Runs straight to third in a triple. Seymour Bolts on 3. Miggs Mayfield with a runner in scoring position. Taps that one. And they are easily right back into tied position. Mayfield now on first. Boy's chest back again. Going for the steal. Stolen base, Mayfield. Boy's chest backing. Ball number 1. Let's see what this turns into. Oh. And that'll be an intentional walk. Saejima. That'll be out number 1. But runners on third and second threaten as Paulo Zalewski takes up that. And that'll be caught. And yes! It's Mayfield with the win! Mayfield gets that win. Oh. Tie game until, Vandal lead until the Providence Crabs decided that's clutch time. Well, hey, Under takes it. The Slots, on the other hand, in a closer win as well. 8-7. Erickson with the win, McFlourish with the loss, Crash with the save, and player to be named later is your player of the game on the Outer Banks Aviator side. 2-1 against the Boise Raptors. King with the win, Hugh Jazz with the loss. I hate having to see my former Dillos take losses. Shijano with the save and player of the game will be Kingman. Over on the Toronto Buffalo win, as Buffalo takes that one in a 7-4 win. Sears with the win, Kitmaker with the loss, Robodiddle with the save, and Thor with the player of the game. Vancouver will take the... Oh no, we botched that one. Vandals in free fall lose 8th straight. Interesting. Player of the game, JD Pants. Very fun indeed. Takashi with the win and Richards with the loss in the Seattle-Nashville game as Nashville wins. Dubois gets the save and Ford Lincoln Mercury gets the player of the game. Detroit side shows a little more than a pitcher duel, I guess some could call it. Not really a pitcher duel. It was, I guess, no, nah. More like a defense day. 8 hits for Detroit, 6 hits for Death Valley, but Death Valley scores one more in the bottom of the 6th to win it all. As LeBeau gets the win, Wantani gets the loss, Martinez the save, and Remy LeBeau gets the player of the game. Going into 1 OT, 1 extra inning, the Lunar Base Space Rangers take it in a 3-run win. Lizio, woohoo! Your loser pitcher for tonight. Scud Muffin the win, and not worth the first, your player of the game. 8-11. Wow. Laura 1-0, Thor Lore, that is. After beating the New Orleans Rougarous in a 2-1 game, Thor Lore the win and player of the game, and Griff Manter the loss. And who's that, Lee? That is Chue Lee with the save. Over to your minor league games, the Californian team, the Firehawks, will lose against the Chicagoan team, the Kingpins, in a 2-6 game. Wins Junior the win, Hammersticks the loss, Ivanovich with the save, and Ben Steckenpaper the second with the player of the game. Brew City beats the Kansas City Hepcats 6-4 as King gets the win, Po the loss, Sendai the save, and Osmal with the player of the game. Florida is defeated by Louisville in a 7-1 win for the Louisville Lemurs as Harper gets the win, Fox the loss, DeHealer with the save, and Harper with the player of the game. It will be a shutout for the Anchorage Wheelers as the Ranas aren't able to score even one over the Alaskan team. Kidd, the winner and player of the game, while Durand takes the loss. That is Alex Kidd of the Anchorage Wheelers. And finally, the Swift Steeds deal Amarillo a 12-5 loss, as Rice gets the win and Rice Shower, the player of the game, different from the pitcher Rice, that is Chris Rice. And the loser, Blake Foe the third on the Amarillo Armadillos. Save this one. And game settings, database, tools, export. We do this one more time. I'm checking the recent milestones again while I'm waiting for this. All right, so GG Seeds, Swift Seeds. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm excited for our next game. Our next game will be, I believe, the day after. The Boise versus Outer Banks. Gives me some time to drink water, and while I'm doing that, you should too. Mostly because I'm the streamer and I don't want to lose my voice tomorrow. I still want to talk to the person here. Yeah. Anyways, save this. Just in case. Just in case. Where's game? World scores. Fast forward. Finish today. And this will be a quick sim day, so autoplay, I think, right? Autoplay all games today. Because it is. Let's double check yesterday. Actually, wait, no. After this, I'll check. Oh, Pythagoras and Zenbobris players of the game for the Detroit Demons in a 15-12 win versus Death Valley. Wow. Anyways. The Pathfinders find themselves falling just a little short of the Buffalo Surge as Bird takes the win. Boone the loss, and is that mac and cheese? Yep, mac and cheese with the player of the game. Wow. Boise is decked 2-7 by Outer Banks. Um, where is it? Sorry, I was just making sure. Dame sent me a message. I was making sure that everything was pushed great. Um, Outer Banks takes the 5-run win. Doc Holliday the win and player of the game, and PKVS the loss. The Slots score late and stun the Voyager 6-4, and indeed they do score late. 4 in the top of the ninth, getting the win over the New York Voyagers, who tried to come back, but unfortunately, their two-run run, I guess, not enough to take down the 6 runs that the Slots had scored until then. With Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the third, the win. Definitely Not an Evil Dictator gets the loss, and Horrendous Haddock the third with the player of the game. The Providence Crabs absolutely crush. Probably not absolutely crush, but still. The Providence Crabs shut out against the Vancouver Vandals in a 3-run game that ends only in 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Kid takes the loss, Count Cravula with the win and the player of the game over on the Champions Conference. Taco Bell takes the win, Animal Kingdom loss, and Taco Bell takes player of the game as the Nashville Stars are beaten 10-2 by the Seattle Sea Serpents. The Apex down the Rougarous 6-3 as the player of the game and the winning pitcher, biggest Hideous Smidius? Or big? Yep, biggest Hideous Smidius. Is big to Smidius. And the save goes to Rigoy? I forgot. Eshelman takes the loss, though. The one that I was looking at, Pythagoras the win, and Zen Bobris the player of the game in a 15 run, 21 hit day for the Demons. Demons absolutely going demon mode. On the Death Valley Scorpions, only allowed to score 2 and 8 hits. The loser is Javier Rivado. Yep. Your player of the game is John Cowgill, and the winning pitcher for the Cancun Toros as the Toros take down the Scorpions. That was the previous game. The Space Rangers 3-1. Express takes the loss, and Benico the save. Benico the save? Wait, hold on. That's a name that I know. Hold on a minute. Oh, Benico got a save before, right. Oops. Over in the minor leagues, Dudeman with the win and with the player of the game as California takes a 3-0 win over the Chicago Kingpins, time to loss, and Armbender with the save. Yep, Malzensky, the win and the player of the game as the Bruce City Bears also shut out the Kansas City Hepcats. Is today just shutout day? Is that what? It's either shutout day or, as I just spoiled myself, Dillo's getting demolished day, I guess. Anyways, by the Swift Steeds. But anyways, Buster the loss and Winnie the Pabs the save. The Ranas are flattened by the Wheelers, going at Mach speed with Rosado taking the win, Keon Lenity taking the loss, and Scholmeyer the save. Louisville hang 63 on a 63 loss against. Wait, no. Florida loses 6-3 in the loss to the Louisville Lemurs, Pimling the win. Can they stand on the loss? Hill the save, and Pimling is your player of the game. And finally, the Swift Seeds overwhelm the Amarillo Armadillos 14-6 as Person the win, Edgecombe the loss, Castles crumbling the save, and your player of the game is Brian Taylor? Yep, Brian Taylor. over to game settings, database, export data to CSVs, recap sender. And they should be sending out now. I can check out our banks if it doesn't send out for some reason whatsoever. But all of these games should have been sent out by now. Oh, no, it's still running. Okay. There we go. Alright. On to the next one. On to the next day, of course. Also, maybe I should calm down just a little bit. Oh wait, oops. My throat is starting to get a little sore. I might need to calm down just a little bit. I don't know why I did a voice for that. But you know what I am gonna do a voice for? I guess it's, oh wait, I should check, Eschenball most likely got the hits thing, right? Batting stats, career hits 1001. Congratulations to him. Just, you know, making sure I keep on track with that. -1 away. Detroit Demons Alpha Nerd. Was Alpha Nerd? Here. That would be second bases. Just while I let the thing run, of course, you know? 300, 0 away from checking. Congrats to Alpha Nerd as well. Voyager's Big Rooster. With 50 saves? 50 saves. Not quite there yet, unfortunate. Hopefully we see it soon. I like the save things, and on the crabs. Iceman. Where is he? Here he is, Iceman. 1,500 innings pitched. 3 away still. Or 3 away. Oh. Pitched 1 last game, interesting. Anyways, for today, it's Boise versus Outer Banks. Nikki Vaseline versus the Sniper King. Should be fun. Let's see here. Anything I'm talking about? I guess Bazooka's slow. Despite the name, quite the speedster. I mean, you know, getting a lot of stolen bases at least. Volkova is still in the 8th hole and isn't really struggling as much as I thought she would be, actually. Still on first and doing pretty decently for, like, you know, her, I think, second season. Should be a fun one to watch as we head over to the island. Warning, if I stop talking, it is just a... Oh, right. God damn it. I forgot to turn this off. Wait, oops. Wrong thing. Ah, whatever. And Laser Show. That'll be out number 2 on the full count. Number 3, Rodrigo Wallach. Swings and hits that one. But unfortunately, from first to the pitcher, it's going to be an out. Nikki Vaseline pitching here to the Bazooka slow right now. Slow a hit over to second base, Laser Show, and out on first, Speedy McFly Jr. Tapped over to third, and there'll be a 5-3, I believe, on that out. Patrick Eschenbach swings and hit. Swings and makes contact, not a hit quite yet. And that'll be minimum faced for both sides. Full count for Gaudier, and that'll be out number 1. Furcal Jr., Rafael Furcal Jr. Oh. What? What talk with the out? Minimum faced for Outer Banks this time as well. Can Outer Banks at least pressure the board? First one for Julio Ruiz Jr. That's an out. Tapped into center field by Robert Oliver. That's an out number 2. Abe Ghosty, the shortstop, fixed this time. It swings and misses. Strike 3. None on. No runs. No hits. Boise Stavinskis up first in the order. That'll be hit number 1 and an error. Hit number 1 and an error. Eschenbach botches the pickup. I've got a dumper. Up at the plate right now. That'll be out number 2. No, out number 1 actually. Oops. Sankara cold right now, and there'll be a walk issued by Sniper King. Muratak, the center fielder, swings that up high, and unfortunately out, but gets the run. 1-1 on the full count. Muratak gets the sack. Sack RBI? I don't know. Sack run. And that'll be 2 as Laser Show shows off those skills as a laser. Rodrigo Wallach taps that one, swings and hits. That'll be 3 this time. Wallach on second. Gaudier swings and misses. That'll be out. Number 3, ending the 3-run run. Yeah. Angel de la Fuerte up gets the first hit for the Outer Banks Aviators. Kavieta Volkova standing in. Hit number 2 advances. Runners on first and second. Coleman, Jerry Coleman, taps that one into right field. Unable to advance anybody. Bazooka slow. 1 out, 2 on. Taps that one, able to advance runners. There are bases loaded for Speedy McFly Jr. Tapped. And is that caught? Caught! Caught at home! Angel de la Fuerte unable to beat out the throw. Furcal Jr. swings and taps that one over first and second. Volkova and Robert Oliver unable to grab that one. Wet Sock. And going for the steal, successfully gets the steal. 3rd stolen base this season for Furcal Jr. Still at bat is Wet Sock. Taps that one, and it'll be out at first. Staying in the middle on second is Furcal Jr. Stavinskis. Swing and a miss. I've got a dumper up next. Another swing and a miss. Strike 3. Outer Banks' Patrick Eschenbach takes the bat up to lead them off in this inning. Over the head of the shortstop and holes up on first. Julio Ruiz Jr. up next. Belted into the barely inside the foul line and bounces in right field. Robert Oliver, runners in scoring position. And is that going to be a sack? And that'd be a sack. Scores the run. That would be Robert Oliver scoring that one. Abe Ghosty up next. Strike 3 watching that one, Angel de la Fuerte. Swing and a miss, strike 3, number 2. Or out number 3. Sankara leads off your Boise Raptors. Swings and hits that one. Pulls up on first. Even though it went in left field, Patrick Eschenbaugh picking that one up. Mirotok watches that one flying by. Strike 3. Laser show. Can he make a show of the ball? Lasered, but not shown off. As Bazooka slow catches that one. Robert Wallach tapped and over to second, easy out. That'll be out number 3. Outer Banks still down by 2 as Květa Volkova picks up her bat. Tapped high and deep! Oh! 440-foot home run from to the left field! Solo homer for Květa Volkova! Furkel Jr. just breaks all laws of your lineup. Jerry Coleman on first, Bazooka slow! Hits that into the gap between left and center. Holding up on second, Speedy McFly Jr. no outs. Nicky Vaseline still pitching, taps that one nice and deep. Sacrificed. Bazooka slow still on second, Patrick Eschenbaugh. Tapped! Nope, never mind, that's not tapped! That's belted over into left field with a 392-foot home run. Outer Banks now in the lead, 3-5 for Boise. Julio Ruiz Jr. And swapped in is Ron Jocker. That'll be out 6-3. Robert Oliver watches that one. That'll be on a full count, a walk. Abe Ghosty, another walk. On a full count as well, Angel de la Fuerte. Is this one gonna be a walk? No, but it's gonna be belted to right field. Can Květa Volkova do a grand slam here? No, she cannot. No, she cannot. No, she can't. Nope. Gaudier, the walk. Farkle Jr. hits that into the gap. Nice contact made. Farkle Jr. now holding up on second. Gaudier on third. Wet Sock hits that. And unfortunately unable to tag home in time. Wet Sock on first, Farkle Jr. on third. Slavinskis has runners in corners, and that'll be thrown over to shortstop. 6 catches it, Abe Ghosty, that is. I've got the dumper up at the plate. Watches that one. It is going to be ball 4. Sankara hits that into center field's glove and thrown immediately to who is it? I forgot. Was it Oliver or was it Ghosty? Either way, swing and a miss from Mirotok, ending the what could have been a Boise run. Coleman hits that one up the middle, holding up on first. Bazooka slow up next to pick up the bat. Oof, right over to who was it? Stavinskis. Yep, right over to Stavinskis. 6-3. Speedy McFly Jr. up next, picking up that bat. Taps that into right field. Actually, no, not really a tap. More like slams that right into right field. Patrick Eschenbaugh, 2 outs. Or 1 out, actually, sorry. Patrick Eschenbaugh, 1 out. Takes up bat. Infield. beats out the run, or beats out the throw, and scores the run. First and second for Julio Ruiz Jr. Hits that one up the middle. On first and second, Robert Oliver. Still one out. Oh god, my throat is gonna kill me after this, isn't it? It's getting sore. Out number 2, Abe Ghosty. Tim Westbrook pitching right now. That'll be a walk. Oh, Angel De La Fuerte up next. Swing and a miss, and they'll retire the side. 3 on, and unfortunately unable to get the run, but 7-4 for the Aviators, as Laser Show takes up this one. Typical Sun will be in for Sniper King, and first on first is Laser Show. Wallach second to bat in this order, and belted into the gap, into the left field gap. On second now, Wallach. On third, Laser Show. Gaudier, your cleanup hitter. Can he clean up? Yes, he can. Gets on first, and that's a 5-. They'll cut the lead 5-7. Farkle Jr. hits that into the gap, deep into it as well, scoring one more. Boise 6-7 right now. Do not make the joke. Caught by center field, but Wet Sock in the sac fly will score the run. Gaudier going to home. Stavinskis taps that back into center field, and that'll be caught. Swing and a miss for Evagada Dumper, and that retires the side. Farkle Jr. Květa Volkova up. Taps that, and unfortunately unable to get past the third baseman. That'll be a 5-3. Jerry Coleman. Watching that one fly by, and that's a good decision, as that's a little high. Westbrook, a free pass to Coleman, and a double play making up for it will retire the sides for Boise. Bazooka slow. A little too slow to get to the base. Sankara leads off your Raptors, sorry. I know, disgusting. Leads off your Raptors with the out, and Muratok, top of the order. Holds up on first. Laser Show going for a steal, and Muratok is safe. Laser Show still on, and that'll be out number 2 for Boise. Wallach, chance to score Muratok, or chance to not, as that'll be a 6-3 on that one. Still tied at 7-7. Outer Banks, Speedy McFly, that'll be a 3-1 as he is out. Patrick Eschenbaugh hits that nice and deep into the corner. DVD screensaver as he gets on to third. He is safe. A triple for Eschenbaugh. Julio Ruiz Jr. Can he? Nope. That'll be an intentional walk. Robert Oliver up next, and I'll be going for steal. Steal unable. To be done. Ruiz Jr. is out. Oliver over the head of first and scores Eschenbaugh. Abe Ghosty hits that one also into the gap. DVD screensavered for sure. Pulls up on second while Robert Oliver handles home base. 2 runs in this one. Angel De La Fuerte. And they'll be outnumbered 3. Boise's Gaudier leads you off. And go to Shigeno, not Shinego, oops. Shigeno will be the reliever to give up a first to Gallier. Steps on the plate is a ghosty, unassisted, out on second. Wet Sock taps that one into left field. Eschenbach with that. Niklaus Stavinskis dropped into right field. Or, yeah, right field. It's being Fly Jr. moving to grab that one. Unable to, but we got the dumper up next. Swing and a miss. And it'll be your Outer Ranks Aviators winning this one. Eschenbach is too much for the Raptors as the Aviators take that one 9-7. Around the rest of the league, Mixon and Mortimer Doug, the players of the game for the player of the game and the winner for the Toronto Pathfinders, as Smith takes the loss for the Buffalo Surge and they won the 6th Surge attempt. New York beats out San Antonio 5-4 with Crockwell getting the win. Chad Inningseater getting the loss. Romeo McFlourish the save, and was it Professor Crockwell? Yeah, Professor Crockwell getting the player of the game in a 5-4 San Antonio game. 1-3 as Vancouver will take the loss. Iceman the save. Pebbles the player of the game, and the winner as Holly Sheet takes that loss. In a 9-8 walk-off, the Indianapolis Apex take the win with, who is that? Yep, Clement Kamenik with the player of the game, Lee with the win, and Bernard with the loss. The Space Rangers sneak by the Toros as Woohoo gets the loss, muffing the win, and Itaf with the player of the game. Stars pin 7-2 loss on Seattle as the Stars. As the Stars seem to have aligned for the Nashville Stars. McQueen getting the loss. Khan getting the win. Emilio Vega the save. And, of course, Ultima Khan, the player of the game. Or Ultimo Khan, sorry, player of the game. A high-scoring game for Detroit against the Death Valley Scorpions. Zach Johnson III getting the player of the game, and Cody McCookface the win. Rousey getting the loss. Over on the PB side, much PB side. Yes, we're in the PB. No duh. Over in the minor league side, the Mingos getting the loss against the Louisville Lemurs. The Heather getting the win. Puck getting the loss. King the save, and Michel de Nostradam the player of the game. Over in the Rana's Anchorage side, Rana is able to score 6. Unfortunately, 6 is not enough to beat out Anchorage's 11. Winner the win. Bobby winner. Very interesting. And Misty Morning, your player of the game, as Jackson takes the loss. Over on the Seeds Dillos side, a 2-hit shutout as the Dillos take that loss. Castle's crumbling the save because I guess he played 3 innings. Tattersall the win. I think I said Kazawa the loss, and Tattersall the player of the game, of course. California takes the win over the California takes the loss over the Chicago Kingpins under the Chicago Kingpins. Would it be loss under the Chicago Kingpins, or would it be win or loss over the Chicago? I guess under. I want to be funny. The PB side? What's the PB? Oh, you know what the professional box experience is. You're a box, and you're professional at being a box. Anyway, 6-3 win for the Chicago Kingpins as the California Firehawks. Cap takes the loss. Marcus the Worm the win for California, and Slick Fingers the player of the game. Firebob Nutting the win and the player of the game as the Hepcats don't allow a single score from the Brew City Bears. Zaxby Chen, the loss in this one. Sorry, I started laughing because I was like, that's a first for me. I don't think I've seen the Bears get shut out. Not entirely. I guess, of course, yeah, yeah. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I just swallowed a weird. Uh, Back over here. What's next? An off day. Okay. I'm gonna drink water. Chat, this is what happens when you have too much fun. You just start dying. Prebiotics every day. What happened to probiotics? It is now Sunday, May 14th, 2079, and we are going to be watching Chicago versus Amarillo. It'll be my favorite team of all time versus the Chicago Kingpins. Pretty standard stuff for the Kingpin, for the pitching on both sides. Kingpins definitely have a slight advantage, but that's just taking a look at whip and strikeouts minus balls per nine. Of course, Komatsu 6.4 over like Komatsu negative 1.2 Ks per nine minus balls per nine versus positive 4 Ks per nine versus minus balls per nine for Igor Shao. Leadoff hitter for the Kingpins doing pretty decent. And going down the Dillo roster, Jennifer Park is the only one really over 1. A 1.0 OPS right now in what is that? Yep, 73 ABs. Versus no one on the Kingpin's quite there yet, but multiple people compared to the Dillo roster at 800 yeah, at 800 OPS. Should be a fun one to watch at least. Without further ado, hey, let's get going so I don't burn my throat out. No dying on stream. I hope I don't die on stream. I'm going to cry. I forgot. I might have forgotten. Mayhaps have forgotten. Anyways, out on first is Frauhausen. Ben Stack Paper the second. Oh, pause between at bats is turned on, is it? How fun. That'll be tapped up into the air and caught by first. Running over that one in the not outfield, oh, this one is definitely going into the outfield. Sparky D hits that one right into center field, but went nice and far. Gary Love, leadoff hitter for the Amarillo Armadillos, taps. Oof, that one is gone. 368 feet. Gary Love a solo home run in the first, as the Dillo first outing. Tony Sims Jr. hits that. Nice, high and deep into center field, though. That'll be King catching that one. Martin. Ben Martin, our favorite GM. Probably not our favorite, but one of my favorite players. Anyways, out on first, Jennifer Park. Like I said, doing the best of the team. Rolled between first and second. Jyori. Supe Jyori. High, deep, right fielder catches that one, blocked by the out-of-town scoreboard. Bobby McDonald is second. Thrown, hit, and on first, holding it up, Wilson. Bending down to pick it up, but unfortunately unable to pick it up on second. That will be a hustle. First and second for Showtime Jones. And going for a steal on third. Out on third. And runner in first only. Goes up the middle though for Showtime Jones. Lazarus King. First and second for this one. And diving for it, unfortunately unable to grab that one in the dive. However, actually not however. Lencho Lopez, ability to do something great here, does something great, but also gets an out, Dilla's getting out on second. And that'll be a wild pitch thrown by Komatsu. As it's now runner on second, that'll be out number 3 on the full count. The Dillos just essentially just kind of gave up too. Pitcher getting that one from 3. The first baseman. Kevin McMahon tapped over to first and unassisted out. Eric Hustle belted over to shortstop, 6-2-3 as Hustle is out on first. Falhausen tapped over to second, thrown over to first, stacking paper the second up next. Power not quite coming into play here as stacking paper will be out number 2. Sparky D for the Chicago Kingpins, out number 3 as that flies into left field. Sims Jr. grabbing that one. Rory Gershal pitching still. On your left, not quite able to move on on their left, deep center, and makes the catch. Gary Love Jr. Gary Love Jr. is next. A walk. Tony Sims Jr. now. The junior I was thinking of. Went around for strike 3. Ben Martin, the third out this game. Or this inning. Ends that inning. And that'll be out number 1. Bobby McDonald the third. Corey Wilson picks up bat. And that'll be a nice little swinging bunt, I guess. Doesn't really make much contact and almost beats it out, but not quite. Showtime Jones up here. And nothing across for the Kingpins as Chicago still retains their 2-1 lead. Jennifer Park watches that one fly by. Holds up on first. Stupe Jones. That'll be a wild pitch, allowing Park to go up to second. Stupe Jones still. Out number 2. Or out number 1, sorry. Gene Watkins tapped high, or hit high, down hard into left field, Sparky D's glove. McMahon, and nope. Kevin McMahon unfortunately unable to advance Jennifer Park. Lazarus King. Watching that one fly by, Lencho Lopez hits that up the middle between second and first. Gets on first. Lencho Lopez and Lazarus King on first and second. For Pucklenuck. That'll be out number 1 for the Kingpins. Out number 2, or Advancing the runners, Fenhausen gets a double, an RBI in that one as well. Ben stacking papers a second. Swing and a miss. Sparky D. Another swing and another miss. Eric Hustle. Hustling over the first, but unfortunately that hustle isn't enough. On your left. Is he really on your left? Either way, swing and a miss. And Gary Love. A high hit on the first pitch, and unfortunate, but it is out number 3. Bobby McDonald II running, and that is out number 1. Corey Wilson hits that one up the middle. On base, on first. Showtime Jones. Nice, high and deep, and that will be a home run. Goodbye to that one in a 364-foot home run. Lazarus King. 2 runs, 0 on after that last home run. Doesn't quite beat out the pitch on the 2 outs. Lencho Lopez. Watching that one flying by. Pucklenuck. Lopez moves over to second after the walk. That was a wild pitch, I think, from the bot, Garlic Bread. And that'll be tapped over to, I believe that was, Kevin McMahon. Scores now 5-1. Dillo's needing to make up 4 runs in the next 4 innings. Sims Jr. out number 1. Ben Martin beats out the throw. Safe on first. Jennifer Park. A walk. Giordi on the full count. Giordi up next. Watching that one. Is this going to be someone's time to shine? Like Gene Watkins? It will be. And that'll be 2 runners scored for the Amarillo Armadillos. Kevin McMahon up next. Up into right field. And safe at home. 3 runs scored. Eric Hustle. Despite the out, it still will be the Dillos scoring 3 runs to get this game a lot closer than was just the half inning before. Defense playing dividends as Femhausen is out on first. Ben stacking papers. The walk, Sparky D. Up next to bat, another walk, Bobby McDonald III. And that won't be quite a wild pitch, but it will slip out of the catcher's glove. McDonald III, high, deep, into center field, and unable to advance any runners. Corey Wilson. That'll advance people. Bases are loaded. Showtime Jones has the chance to show why he's called Showtime. And it's Showtime, baby. 1 run scored. Lazarus King up next. And retiring the side, Chicago. Only able to score 1 run despite bases being loaded. On your left. Hitting right now. Down the middle and able to hold up on first. Gary Love. Lead off, or top of the order. Out on first. Love on first this time. Sims Jr. full count pitch strikes him out. Ben Martin, and that'll be thrown over to third, or to second. Ugh. Tying the side, Lencho Lopez at bat right now. Hits that over to left field. Grabbed by your left fielder for the Dillos, Sims Jr. That'll be thrown to Park, not Park. Park's the DH. McMahon, Famhausen tapped up high into the center fielder's glove this time. Jennifer Park. Joof! High, deep, and gone! It is out of here in a 428-foot home run. Chicago still has the lead, but they're most likely feeling confident after that one. Quick out, number 1, Watkins taking up bat here. Out number 2 as 1 throws to 3. And McMahon still cold. Thrown into, sailing into left field and thrown out. Out number 3. Ben Stacking Papers up next. Blow high. In. Swing and a miss for Stacking Paper. Sparky D. Taps that. Into right. Gets on second. More like powered that into second. Bobby McDonald the third. That'll be out number 1. Or no, out number 2. As Sparky D unable to advance in the in advance a little bit. Eric Hustle. Swing and a miss. 2 outs remaining on the full count. That is an out on your left. Hits that and high up into center field. 1 out remaining. Gary Love. Up the middle, holding up on first. Tony Sims Jr. Oh, nailed at first. Picked off. And that'll be your game. 6-5 as Chicago takes it. Sometimes you have to pin the king to mate. Chess? I don't know how chess works. How does chess work? Anyways. God, my throat is killing me. You have to checkmate the king to win. Okay. You have to check whether you made it the king to win. Something like that. I'm not a chess player. I'm a baseball analyst, apparently. And in my baseball analytics, I can see that Arya Blue Sky takes the win, Stover the loss, Bearer the save, and Zach Johnson the third, ZJ3 with the player of the game, as the Detroit Demons win over the San Antonio Sloths, 7-5. Voyagers rolling past the Stars, 6-2, as Adkins takes the win, Tugboat the loss, Rooster the save, and Adkins your player of the game. The Space Rangers blast off past the Vandals in a game that can only be described as wow, as Poliwag gets your player of the game after hitting 2 home runs for the lunar-based Space Rangers. Hunter the win, and Zikafus the loss. The Providence Crabs take the win with Warren Peace taking the win, Calm Chicken the loss, and Joe Random the save in a 4-3 win against the Indianapolis Apex. It's all Legends. Wait, it's all Legends. It's all Legends conference games. Iraq's gun always has been. The Boise Raptors 10-8 as they win against the Cancun Toros. Woohoo getting the loss. Armstrong the win. Gaudier the player of the game. The Death Valley Scorpions in extra innings taking the win over the Toronto Pathfinders, with Tram getting the win, Boone the loss, and Remy LeBeau the player of the game. Pollock the fifth gets the win, and Homer Simpson the player of the game, as the Buffalo Surge will win this one. In 8 technically. 8.5 technically, I guess. 7-5. Robo Dibble the save, and Ivory Freeze the loss. The only Champions Conference game, the New Orleans Rougarous win against the Outer Banks Aviators 6-2 as Dash Jackson gets the win. Joseph Mathis Hendry the loss. Tom the save, and Dash Jackson, of course, your player of the game. Over to the minor leagues, the Puerto Rico Ranas will lose in a close game against the Florida Flamingos. Hank the win. O'Callahan a save. Bandit Healer the Muffin Healer, sorry, the loss, and Common the player of the game for the Puerto Rico Ranas. Over on Anchorage's side, the Whalers take the win over in Chicago, not Chicago, over in California. The Whalers take the win. Alaskans probably cheering their heads off at their team winning. Am I hearable? Okay, yeah, I can hearable. Sion campaign starts now for Arya. I believe. Where is it? Yep. Ivy Nurple the win, Massive Unit the loss, Buse the save, and Ivy Nurple the player of the game. Chicago. Chicago. Chicago takes the win over the Amarillo Armadillos. I think I have a new hated organization. Gorshal the win, Komatsu with the loss, the Worm with the save, and Jones the player of the game. Hitting a home run in that one as well. The Het Kitties hand State College A43 loss as Devois takes the win, Kirkland the loss, Poe the save, and Devois, of course, the player of the game. Yeah, I hate your minor league team, which means that they're going to win. They're going to win everything. You know who else is probably going to win everything? Again. The Bruce City Bears as they take a 10-3 game over the Louisville Lemurs, with Sinclair getting the win. The loss going to King, Fordham the save, and who is that? Sackboy the player of the game. I'm going to save here, and I'm going to push out stuff to everyone else. Oops. That's not pushing stuff out to everyone else. That is minimizing my window, or shrinking my window, technically. Export to CSV. And I need to check whether or not everything seems to be sending out. So while everything is sending out, I just need to double check. Can anyone confirm or deny that I am good? That I'm hearable? Because if I'm hearable, then I'll keep talking. But if I'm unhearable, then I won't keep talking. And I will try to fix that as well. Huh. Oh no. Hey, I'm on stereo. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop streaming.